Welcome in, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, my name is Allie, and I'm here to be your host over these next 20 to 30 minutes and walk you through Munch Studio. Now, if you are here, I take it you are someone that really values the art of working smarter, not harder. And if that is you, you are in the right place, my friends. You see, in this time spent together, I'm going to be showing you how you can save time later on. Not only that, but we'll be walking through how you can take everything consolidated into one spot for running your social media and get insights that can help you in tailoring your results later on. So, throughout this session today, I'm going to be sharing screen with you. So, how to get the most out of this session is pull up your screen with me. Now, whether you are a seasoned Munch Studio user, you're someone that's new, or you're just somebody that is curious, again, you're in the right spot. But if you can pull up Munch Studio, then you and me, we can walk it side by side. Now, the other thing that we'll be doing is I'll be carving out some time at the very end here to answer your questions. So if any questions are popping up for you, let me know. There's a little Q&A box on this screen if you look. And you can type in any questions there or even upvote questions that you really love and you want me to go through. So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and dive in. But for those of you just joining me now, my name is Allie, and I'm really looking forward to guiding you through Munch Studio. I'll walk you through how it works, how to get connected, and then how to use the Insights feature to make smart decisions later on for your social media. So, let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll dive in together. All right. Oh, let me see. It needs a password. Do share. All right, and we're in. Hopefully you can see my screen. If not, yell at me in that little Q&A area, okay? So we're inside of Munch Studio. And in this example account, I'm Gail's Bakery, and I have a bakery that specializes in holiday goodies, specifically Christmas. So you'll see all of these here, very holiday created content. Now, if you're already inside of Munch Studio, you probably have this screen too. If not, come join me on the Explore page. And if you're just getting started, you can go to munchstudio.com, start a free trial. All you'll do is type in your website if you have one. If not, answer a few questions, and all of this will be automatically generated for you. I love that because no longer do you need to spend hours, trying different things on Canva. The designs are already created, and now it's up to you to choose your favorites. So let's go ahead and take a look at just a few here, and we'll go through what it looks like to schedule one together. Loving these. Now, what's cool too is that you can upload your own photos, or if you don't have your own pictures, Munch Studio is going to find some really great imagery for you. So for all of these here, I didn't need to do a single thing. Now, I really like this one, so let's go ahead and select this here. Now we have the option to share it as is. We can schedule it to be posted later on or schedule it to go live now. Our other option is that we have the ability to edit it. So if we want to change any of the text, the picture, the sizing, it's all customizable so you can really tailor it to your vision. In fact, Munch Studio has a way to even set up your own brand kit. So that way these fonts and the styling is really tailored to the brand that you might already have in mind. But let's go ahead and share this one here. Now we can choose which platform we want to post it across, but this one has been tailor-made for Facebook, so I'm going to rock with that. Now here it's also giving us different times that we can schedule it for. These are just smart times that it's going to be recommending for us, but if you want to customize that time, you can turn off this little toggle and choose a custom time that works best for you. This is all going off of your content strategy that Munch Studio, by the way, has already created for you, and we can get into that in just a little bit too. But you'll see that your description, your caption, even the hashtags have already been written for you. So it's designed to be ready to go. So let's say we love it. We can choose to post it now or schedule it to go live. Let's choose that Thursday the 2nd, and our first post is scheduled. Now here you'll see it automatically brought us over to our planner. Now, my business owner friends in this room, this is going to be your key. Being in this planner, this allows you to dedicate 5 to 10 minutes a week to plan your entire week of content out. So let's talk about this because I think it's really fun. Then we'll move on to integrations and some insights for you. Now, like I said earlier, you have this fabulous content strategy that's been made for you that basically tells you when and how often you should be posting and across what platforms. So, in the very beginning of starting Munch Studio, you'll get to choose some of your favorite platforms or let Munch choose for you. Then it comes up with this content strategy that you can completely customize by hitting this edit button. So, if you don't want to post on Tuesdays, you can go ahead, cross that out, review changes. I think we have a post going out on Tuesday, so I'm going to discard that. And you can also change different things like your goals, your audience, keywords, right? And then all of your posts will be updated with that in mind. So let's leave without saving. Oh, I thought tomorrow was Tuesday, it's Thursday. Okay, we have our posts scheduled for that Thursday. But if we want to add more posts throughout the week, all we have to do is click on one of these little white spots and we're filling in our content, or we're filling in our planner with content that we really like. This one's cute. So we can choose this little reel, for example. Let's press play here so we can get a look at it. And then we'll schedule that one to go out too. So you can kind of get a feel here for how Munch Studio works. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete these posts so you guys don't see this on the Munch Studio Instagram popping up. But again, you can take those 5 to 10 minutes and start clicking on each of these to schedule out your entire week's calendar, or look at the following week. Plan out your entire month using this planner here. Okay, so I do want to share that if you are scheduling and you're super excited, you come into Munch Studio and you see a ton of content that you love. So you're adding things into your planner. But if you haven't actually connected your Munch Studio account to your Instagram, to your Facebook, any of your social medias you plan to use, these posts will not go live. So this next piece here is what makes the magic happen. And you'll access that through your Insights tab. So, inside of your integrations tab, we'll move into Insights next. So here you can see I have Instagram, I have Facebook, and they're both connected, and LinkedIn as well. But if I wanted to add in YouTube and TikTok, I'd need to do this here. And if you're brand new to Munch Studio, let me tell you, it's probably not set up yet. But all it takes is an easy 1, 2, 3 of getting these accounts connected. So all you'll do is select Connect. You'll see some of our best tips for getting this set up for you, and then continue to that platform. Munch Studio is going to prompt you on how to get those connected. And just a heads up, if you are connecting any of your Meta Suites, you'll want to make sure that you do have a Facebook page connected. Now, you'll also have steps here that you won't see because mine's connected that walk you through with different videos on how to set up your Facebook page if you haven't done that yet. Okay, so this is integrations, my friend. And if there's one thing that you do today, if you haven't set up your integrations, go ahead and do that. Schedule the next 10 minutes once we're off this call to make that happen. Choose one platform at the minimum or connect all 5 here. All right, let's dive into that Insights tab that I was so excited to show you earlier. Now, your Insights is a way of seeing how your posts are actually performing. What I love about this is it's not just pulling insights from one platform, it's going to pull in your insights from any platform that you're using through Munch Studio. That means you don't have to toggle between different applications. You can see it all in one spot. So let's take a look. We have the option here to see our data from the past 7 days, 30 days, or 90 days. Let's go ahead and click on that so we get a little bit more bird's eye view. At the very top of the platform, you'll see how your reach has changed, your engagement, and your followers over the past 90 days. That's really valuable information to be able to watch your growth. Now, you'll also see here that we have the Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube coming soon on this one here. But you'll see separately how each of those are performing and how many posts have gone out over those past 90 days as well. Now, something else I'd really love to look at is our published posts. From here, we're able to see all of our posts that have gone out over those 90 days and then how they've performed. This is going to be ranked depending on this tab here. So right now it's ranked by views. This one being the top one, we've had 18,000 views on this one post. That informs us as users what our followers and people using that account, like Instagram, for example, like to see. That way we can say, okay, now we had a topic about this, or this was a reel, or this was a carousel. So I want to make sure that I'm sharing more posts like that. This is kind of your knowledge base, right? You can also look by the amount of likes that you've received, comments, shares, you're seeing how much engagement that you're getting, right? All right. And not only is it just these two, let me move this out of the way, but we can look across different pages. So that way we can see all of our posts that have gone out. Okay, now I'm going to turn things over in just a second to answer a few questions. In the meantime, I'll point out just a couple other features, but if you haven't gotten your question in yet, please do. I'll even share my screen and kind of walk you through any questions that would be helpful to do that for. Now, the other thing that I wanted to point out is if you're somebody that really values video content, you're able to actually use this projects feature right here to add in your own videos. Now, if you're someone that has maybe even a backlog of client calls or long form video content that you want to turn into short, snappy clips for something like TikTok or Instagram Reels, for example, you can click on New Project here and use this feature called Create Clips. This allows you to upload, a 3-minute long video, a 30-minute long video, and it's going to make those short little bite-sized pieces of content that are ready for you to share across your socials. Now you can also resize your video and add captions. So now this is not just posting graphics. It's actually taking your existing content or new content that you film and turning it into something really special. All right, let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. I'll see if any questions have come through for us. You guys are easy. You guys are easy. Okay, there's a couple more features that I'll point out just since we have the extra time to show you how to get the most out of your Munch Studio account. But again, if you do have any of those questions coming through, which I see Mark yours just did, is there a way to make sure Munch does not use emojis? Perfect question mark. And that's actually what I wanted to show you next too. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And let's talk about how to get a little bit more specific when it comes to the results that we're getting. So, Mark, for example, you're probably referencing the Explore page that we started on. There might be emojis that are coming through, and you're like, that is not my brand, that is not my style. Well, what I'd recommend for you is to go into your brand settings. From your brand settings, this is the area I like to call your brains. This is what's informing Munch Studio of the type of content to be creating. Now, if you haven't played around with your brand settings yet, I'd highly recommend that you get in here and jump into your business description. First off, Munch Studio has created this for you based on your website. So you'll want to make sure that this is accurate and true to your needs. But you can also specify certain things. So for this account, for example, this is a bakery, right? But let's say I don't bake quiches. Darn it. I don't bake quiches. You'll want to indicate that here. Please don't show any I use manners. Please don't show any quiches on the screen. Or maybe you specialize in croissants. Please show a wide range of croissants. Now that's going to tell Munch Studio what type of imagery to be looking for and kind of filtering through as it's creating this content for you. So Mark, what I'd highly recommend for you is give Munch Studio that information. Please avoid using emojis when generating content, right? We want to keep it professional or, anything that you can do to tailor it. I called this the brains earlier, but you can also kind of reference this or consider this as your social media manager. So if you had someone on your team that's running your social media, what would you say to them? You would say, please do not use emojis in this content. And so you'll want to go ahead and put that same thing here. Hopefully that helps, Mark, with your question, but also helps to get a little bit more gears turning inside of this room on how you can use that brand setting feature to create, more specialized content for yourself. Okay, Mark, you also asked a great, great question. What if I have multiple Instagram accounts? Can I use more than one? So, you'll want to use different Munch Studio accounts if you have different social or specifically different Instagrams, right? So you'll be able to connect one account only, and you probably won't want to change that or switch between different accounts. You'll want to pick one account and stick with it. So you definitely can have different Munch Studio accounts that can support you with the different type of content that you're creating. But when it comes to a single social media, you'll want to just have one account. Christian asked, after connecting my accounts, do I need to set anything to post automatically? Great question. So with Munch Studio, you'll be approving all of the content. So basically, it's not going to just start approving things and posting on your behalf. So you have to be the one to jump in and approve that content, edit it if you'd like, or just schedule it to go live. So let's go back to that calendar feature because what I'd recommend for you is jumping into the planner. And honestly, maybe you'll take the next 10 minutes to add something into your calendar that says, okay, on Mondays at 10 a.m. every single week, I go in here and I schedule out my week. Again, this probably only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set up, but you'll click on any of the white blanks that you have here and start to fill in that content, schedule it to go live. So let's choose this one. We'll schedule it, and then you'll see that appear right here. Now, let me go ahead and delete this post. But you kind of get the idea of how you can use this to very quickly schedule things out. All right, Hector, I saw you had a great question here. Uploading video projects, is that a manual process only, or will the system automatically draw on those videos in the future and put clips as a suggested post? That is a really wonderful question, Hector. So let me just reiterate for everyone too. We're talking about the uploading video projects. So we're talking about the projects area and uploading different videos here. Your results are specifically going to show inside of this area. Now, if you wanted to, you can add different things into the media library by clicking on Add Media. Then it will prompt you to add different things like any photos, videos into this. And then all of this inside of your media library will start to appear inside of your Explore page. So that's where it's going to be pulling from and creating that content. Whereas the projects area is a little bit more of that talking head. Swan, you asked a great question as well. What is the longest video you can upload? Let's check that together. So inside of the projects area, I think it's going to pop up and kind of let us know. New project, and let's say that we're going to create clips. Our duration here is from 60 seconds, that's the minimum for it to really create these little clips, up to 4 hours max. Now, keep in mind, depending on the type of video, like if you're uploading a 4 hour video, it's going to take a little while to upload. So you have to be patient, leave Munch Studio up on your screen, versus if you're uploading a 2 minute long video, for example, it can really take, somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes versus taking a full 30 to an hour to upload. Something else while I have this open that I think is really fascinating is that you can actually link a source. So if you have a video that's in YouTube currently or Google Drive or Dropbox, all you have to do is add in the link here and it will help in extracting that video. Versus if we're talking a 4 hour long video and you're having to download that to your device and then upload it again, it's going to take extra time and extra bandwidth on your computer. And so I think that's really kind of an awesome feature for you to play with too. Now, if you do have something already in your media library, meaning you've gone into that media library I was just demonstrating and you want to upload it to this area, you can click on library and upload it from there or upload it directly from your computer. All right, Shayna asked, can you talk about the new blog feature and how to add additional blogs to it from your website? Amazing question. I'm so glad that you pointed that out. I think the blog feature is so cool. I'll show you. Um, I don't actually have it on this account, but I'll show you where to find it if you are somebody that has blogs on your website. Gail's Bakery does not have blogs, but if we have time at the very end, I'll actually do a demo for you on a different account. But if you do have blogs on your website, there will be a little area here that says new feature, create content from blog or something similar to that. Basically, what Munch Studio is doing, you put in your URL, your website, and it's going to be scraping your website to find blogs. Now, what's neat about this is blogs is content that you've already poured into. And so instead of creating that content from scratch, Munch Studio is actually going to create this content that you can share across your social medias to promote your blog or to really share that knowledge. Blogs are great for spreading awareness and building authority, and so why not tap into that on your social media as well? So if you do not have blogs, it'll be empty here. Or if you've just set up your account, it can take somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes to really scrub your website and create that feature for you. So I'll get through more questions, and then again, Shane, if we have time at the end, I'll try to pull up another account for you. Lorena asked, can I upload a Facebook link? I think you're probably talking about in the My Projects area, and I don't believe that you can use a Facebook link for that video, but if you're able to download the video to your device and then upload it, that would be a really great next step. Is there an integration for Claude or ChatGPT to help with my social strategy? Well, the great news is, Mark, is that Munch Studio is using technologies like Claude and like ChatGPT, where it already has the AI component created in it. That's why you're seeing these captions be automatically generated for you. It's all using that your brand settings and the information that you're giving it to help in prompting and creating these different things like captions. Same things when it comes to the content that's being created. It's actually using the power of AI. So it doesn't actually have to use Claude or ChatGPT. You wouldn't want that connected since you already have AI being used. Is the blog feature available for all subscriptions? Great question, Chris. And Oren, if you're on this call and you're able to jump into that one, that would be helpful. I believe that it is, but I just want to double check myself before responding to that one. Oh, Oren's going to answer it. You're the best. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
hi.
oh, Oren, you want to jump?
Happy to answer. Yeah, I mean, the blog is available for all tiers, both Essential and Premium. It just has to have actual articles in the original website, where it takes about 5 to 10 minutes after the initial onboarding to completely get all the information and prepare the blogs for repurposing. So it might take a few minutes, but it's available for everyone.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'll see too, I'm logging into my other account that has blogs connected, and I'll see if I can do a quick demo for you all. Hector, you also asked, is this recording of this webinar available to rewatch? Yes, it is being recorded, so we'll make sure to send this out to everybody afterwards. All right, and I will just share my screen so you guys can tag along with me. If you do have any other questions that are popping up in the meantime, we've got another 8 minutes or so where we can keep hanging out with each other and get those questions answered. Okay, let me see if it's under this account. Oh, it's not. Okay, let me try another account. I'm gonna stop sharing. You guys can stare at my face while I study this page and try to get logged into one for you. Okay, and Shayna, you asked a great question too. It only brought in 2 blogs of the 6 I have on my website. I'm not sure if you've recently started your account, but it might just take a little extra time to scrub for the rest of them. But if you've already given it a good amount of time, please reach out to the team at support@munchstudio.com and we'll take a look further into your account and see if there's anything we can work out for you. Okay, great. Thank you guys for your patience. I've got that other account pulled up on my screen and I'll go ahead and share with you. Okay. Okay, great. So this account that I have is a kids vitamin account. So let's jump into our projects feature here. And then when we click on new projects, you'll see this feature appear that wasn't there before, which is post from blog. So you can create posts automatically using your blog content. And so here you'll see there's a lot of different blogs on this website all about kids' vitamins. Now we'll go ahead and select this one, for example, biotin for kids. Is it safe? We'll select that and click on next. Now from here, it's asking which platform we want to be posting on. So we can choose between Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. I'll stick with Instagram for this example. And then we're choosing up to three different styles that we would like to replicate content similar to. So let's say this one here, and let's go ahead and pick this one as well. Then next, we're giving our project a name, we're choosing the language, the goal of the post, and the tone. Any of that can be updated. Now, the other thing that it's asking is if it's okay to automatically fill in missing visuals. I love having this toggled on, so that way Munch Studio can actually use stock footage or different imagery that's out there that represents the same idea of our blog. So it's saying about 5 minutes for the wait time. I bet it won't take that long, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the results in just a little bit. But I did see another question come through. Christian asked, I noticed that some of the content Munch created for my product used a different brand like Red Bull, and I couldn't edit it. Why would that be happening? That's a great question as well. And what I'd recommend is going into the brand settings and specifying that, saying, please don't use external brands inside of the imagery. Another thing that you can do, we'll leave this and let that upload. But once you're inside of the Explorer page, let's talk about how to update that picture, because I know you said you were having trouble with that. So let's say that we wanted to edit this one. This one is specifically a carousel, and so there's multiple different pictures that are being used here. So you can swipe between each of these and choose the one that you'd like to change the picture of. This is so adorable. But let's say that you want to upload your own. You could definitely, click on this and upload it there. It's going to give you recommended images as well, or you can import some from stock. So let's say we'll use this one, for example, because it's kind of a more generic one. You can take this here and then stretch out that image. And then you'll want to navigate over to your layers too, where we can change here. We can change these other, like the text that's on our screen too. So we can copy any of that, create new ones, or edit the layer layout. Okay, let's go back to the blog and see if that's been updated for us. Okay, looks like it's still taking a little bit more time, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you the finished product of that. But I will kind of talk you through what that step looks like just in case with our time that we have left. Essentially, it's going to be creating multiple different posts based off of the inspiration we told it that we like. Now, from there, very similar to that Explore page, it's creating a plethora of content for us. We get to choose our favorite ones. You can edit it, change anything, take it across the finish line. And it actually has a really neat feature for the captions too, where you can choose whether you want a short, a medium, or long caption. And again, using the power of AI, it's going to be automatically generating that for you. So you no longer have to stare at a blank area for you to type in a caption. It's already going to help you in taking that across the finish line too. You just have to schedule that one or post it in real time. All right, I'll take one last look, and if not, we'll go ahead and end the call. And it looks like it's perfectly ready for us. So let's go ahead and click show. And we'll click on this here. And again, this one is biotin for kids. Is it safe? So it's pulling from the blog, the text and some of the content that we already have on our website. I love that it's also pulled in the logo too. And so again, here you get to choose your favorites. We can go ahead and click on share. And then similar to how we've seen for our other posts, we can click through for the carousel, make sure we're happy with the results, and then schedule that to go live or post it now. All right, that loaded in the perfect time. Lorena, I saw when it pulls in the logo, how can I delete it? You're like, actually, I don't like that part about it. Very similar to how I showed you before, you'll click on edit, you'll click on that part of the layer, and then you can delete that logo itself. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on. I hope that this was valuable in showing you how you can jump into Munch Studio today. Just to recap what we covered, I showed you the Explore page where that content is automatically created for you, so you get those beautiful visuals right off the bat. We also talked about the brand setting where you can go in and tailor those results even further by treating it like your social media manager and giving it feedback about what you would like to see or what you would like to not see, such as emojis that I know we talked about earlier. We also talked about the planner and how you can schedule just 5 to 10 minutes of your week to plan out your entire week of content. I think that's pretty cool, huh? We also talked about a really important thing, and I challenged you with if you do one thing today, it's this going into your integrations and making sure that Munch Studio is actually connected with your social media accounts. Remember, that's the magic. Without doing that step, these posts can't actually go live, they don't have anywhere to go. We also talked about making the most of our content and of our platforms using that insights feature. Remember, that's educating you. That's letting you know what's working and what's not, so you can do more of what's getting you views and wins. We talked about the My Project area, you guys. We covered so much. In fact, we even covered the blogs, how to take your long form content and turn it into bite-sized content too. And I really appreciate you guys hanging with me. Again, no matter where you're at in your journey, make sure you go to munchstudio.com. You can even check out our free trial if you're not on one yet and get started today. Mark asked one question, when will TikTok and YouTube posts be available? It's already there. It's already able to be connected inside of your Munch Studio account. But we know that TikTok and YouTube, those are video platforms. So I'd highly recommend jumping into the projects area and uploading something like a long form video, adding in your captions, editing music, and maybe cutting it down, using the power of Munch Studio and the power of AI to help in tailoring those posts so they're ready to go live on your YouTube and TikTok. All right, thank you guys. Again, I'm Allie. I hope to see you all at future trainings and enjoy Munch Studio. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.